Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it. We're at week one. We're almost here. We got about a few days left. Week one versus the Broncos. We've been waiting all month for this one. Let's take an early look at what's going on, guys. Before that, let's cue the intro.
This is one of them hits now. Heard back from Earth, we just shot a few of my shits down. It's safe to say I'm totally pissed. Wow, my cloaking device is just malfunction. Guess it's time for a sit down. This is the problem I got with humans, mostly the common man. Constantly fucking with energy they don't understand. Always thinking they got the upper hand. The G-forces from my maneuvers can snap your spine like a rubber band. I shouldn't waste my time, they ain't half as nice. Put a Red Bull in your coffin so your ghost can have wings in the afterlife. Let's rock and roll like a belly dancer's rhinestone. It was my idea to shake the pineal gland like a pine cone. My thoughts create hurricanes, tornadoes, and cyclones. A punch for me is like an avalanche of granite and limestone. You live here, now this is my home. I neuralize both your retinas, you wake up staring at the screen of your iPhone. Confused by the light plus the high tone. And now we connected from the microchip I placed next to your thigh bone. It's hard to understand cause you're mind blown, but I gotta cut communication. Your government just scrambled they spy drones.
That voice speaking Sumerian, the oldest language in human history.
I can't explain it.
Boy, oh boy, man, it smells like football outside. Man, we got a few days left until we're at week one where we face those Denver Donkeys in Denver. Week one football. It's coming, man. It's coming. We're here, man. We finally made it. All the talk of the offseason, all the talk of the draft, all the talk of training camp, all the stuff that's been going on, all the naysayers, all this is going to have to put up or shut up, shit, or get off the pot. That's what we're talking about right here, man. We got an early look of the week one matchup versus the Denver Broncos. But before that, we get into a little bit of that, let me acknowledge the chat. We got Raider Primos in the building. Salute Big Mike. Football is finally officially here. What better way than to start 1-0, not only overall, but in the division. That'll be great. That'll make my week. I'm sure that'll make your guys' week as well. Shout out to Raiders Primo. Shout out to Goro Webster as well. Big Mike Raider was good. Hey, early look. We're going to get an early look. I'm going to break down some things. I'm going to talk about matchups we can kind of take advantage of on the defense and offensive side. We'll look into the Broncos depth chart as well, man. We're going to look into it just a little bit, just a light little look before we really dig deep throughout the week on this week's game. By the time Sunday comes, you guys are going to know the Broncos like the back of your hand. I'm telling you that, guys, right now. I promise you that one. DeMarcus Webb in the building. What's good, Big Mike Raider? What's good, bro? What's good? Thanks for popping in. Raiders. I am 360 Black. Thanks for pulling up, bro. Thanks for pulling up, man. Let's see who else we got here, man. Hold on real quick. Franklin Skinner. Here we go, man. What's going on, man? Week one, we're right there. What's going on? We got R for Life 1970. What's up? What's going on, man? Let's see who we got. We got the legendary Sean Johnson in the building. Salute Big Mike. Let's go. Raiders are coming for the NFL. Start Sunday, beating them Donkeys. Yep, one game at a time, though. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. But this is the game where we make a statement. Night Raiders, what's going on, man? Thanks for popping up. What up, Big Mike? What's up, Raider Nation, man? Hey, getting excited, kind of getting everybody hyped up. And I know it's Monday, but we can get hyped up for Sunday. Why not, right? Jason Monroe, thanks for popping in, man. I appreciate it. Let's see. T Severe. Yo, Big Mike, I just checked, and them dudes still ain't made it past the 50. Yeah, you're right, man. Yeah, they went all the way. It was a game. Me and T Severe, we got together on Friday, man. It was good to finally meet him. Watched a high school football game, and Orange Lutheran beat the brakes on them boys, man. They came all the way from Washington to not even cross the 50. Sounds like the Raiders versus the Saints last year with a guy that shall be not mentioned on this channel, who's now gone, leading the way. But he's gone now. We can talk about Raiders football moving forward, man. But thanks for popping in, T Severe, man. And it was finally good to see you in person, bro. I appreciate it. Jerome Clemens. Big Mike, let's effing go. Football season, man. We're here, man. We're almost, man, 5 days away, 6 days away, something like that. I don't know, man, but we almost there. Raiders C-Dub. Raiders. Let's go into the season. The autumn wind is upon us. I feel it. It feels great, man. I love it. Shout out to Alec M. Salute, Big Mike Raider. Thanks for popping in, man. I appreciate it. Let's see who we got. We got Alec M in the building. Mondo Reyes. Tony Delgado. What's going on, man? Carl Aarons. Hopefully I didn't butcher your name. I apologize if I did. Raider Nation for life. Let's go. Yes. And we already got our first score prediction. I'll give you mine shortly. 34-20 Raiders. I like it. I like it. I like it. Right through the counter-strike. Big Mike Raider. Salute from Quebec, Canada. Thanks for popping in from across the border, man, on the north side. Thanks for popping in, man. I appreciate you. Let's see. Let's see. Mongo Raider. That's right, Big Mike. Tell it. That's what we do around here, man. Carlos en Fuego. What's going on, man? Thanks for popping in. Raiders, no one is going to stop Devontae and JJ. Will ball out. Let's have this defense do turnovers. Kick, donkey, butt. Raider Nation for life. Guys, okay, and we got Raiders Primos, 41-10. Alec M, 48-17. Mondo Reyes says, just win, baby. I love it. I love it. Tony Delgado, I predict that Max gets 3 sacks on Russell this game. Hey, and you know what? That is a good chance. I'm going to break down some of that offensive line. Best believe that. And all 51 in the building, make sure you guys like the thumb, hit the sub, and share with your folks. If I didn't say it already, you're on the Big Mike Raider Channel. That's what we do around here, man. I appreciate everybody popping in, man. Tony Delgado, Max Crosby is the guy. Everybody saying Max Crosby. Aces in the building. Yo, salute. What's going on, man? All right. So, week 1, let's talk about it a little bit. I'm going to pull this up right here. We've got a little scroll right here, a little something fancy for you. The Raiders are a 4-point underdog versus the Denver Broncos. Over-under is 44.5. You know, if you guys are into the betting, you guys want to play it safe, I like the +4 right there. I like the Raiders to win this game. If you do bet that, it's +170. So $100 bet will win you 170 plus that 100 you'll be getting back. So, guys, if you guys are into that kind of thing, that's what we're looking for. The Raiders to win this game. We all know that they're going to win. That's what we're picking here. My score prediction here, real quick, I'm not going to hold you guys, is going to be 22-16. I think the Raiders are going to keep the score low. The Broncos have a good defense, and they're going to continue what where they left off on defense. Our defense is going to show a lot of improvement. It's going to be a dogfight. It's going to be a lot closer than we think. Max Crosby is going to absolutely eat, like somebody said in the chat earlier. I like 3 sacks. I think maybe 2 from him. 3 would be great, but I think this is going to be a low-scoring game, guys. So the over-under is 44.5, as you can see. I think it's going to be under 44.5, and the score is going to be 22-16. Guys, what do you guys think about that one? Let me hear you guys' record prediction for this one. I want to hear it, man. I want to hear it. Let's see. Let's see. Wilson gets his first sack versus Wilson. I like to hear it, man. I love it. I love it. Let me drop this real quick. There we go. So, yeah, man, I would love that. I would love to see him get some burn this first game. I hope that's the case. Let me see. Let me see who we got. Alec M says Raiders defense could get 6+ sacks this game. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about that offensive line, and I like the idea of that. I like it. Tony Delgado says 38-24 Raiders. I love it. I love it. Let me hear from you guys. I need to hear from it, man. Ray R for life, 1970. Chandler Jones, 3 sacks. Crosby with 2. Whoo, man, bring it. Let's do it. JJ, the Bronco Terminator. Yeah, he kills whenever he plays the Broncos. So I like for him to get about 15 carries. If you give him about 5 yards to carry on that one, I say he goes about 75 to 80 yards. I don't think he's going to break the 100-yard mark. I do have him for a touchdown. I like that. I like that. Josh Jacobs is a Bronco killer. As long as those carries are at the end of the game, icing a game, I'm okay for it. I like the idea. And, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Mondo Reyes, he's talking to Primos right there. Let's see. We got 31-21 Raiders. Matt Marinovich. I like it. I like it. You guys got some high-scoring games. I'm actually shocked to see that. But you guys have faith in the offense. I do too. But that Broncos defense is nothing to slouch at for sure. I got to give them credit where credit is due, unfortunately. Blazing Star, 87, 38-20. Okay, you didn't say who won that game. I'm assuming it's the Raiders, unless you got some Broncos fans in here, which is okay. But, keep it respectful for sure. Let's see. Alec M. Tyree will be doing it big. Man, I hope so, man. I hope so. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping that's the case. Sean Johnson, he goes, I'm hearing we have no one on the injury report. That's a great start, and I love to hear it. So, guys, let's talk a little bit about this offensive line and kind of where this defensive line will finally find that vulnerability is going to be particularly on that right tackle side. Before I get into it, let's see. JJ is averaging over 100 yards versus the Donkeys. Yep, you're absolutely right. I think because we're not going to get that many, he's not going to get that many carries. I think that he will be just 100 yards for this game, but it's all right. He's going to be very effective, and we'll see. I hope he does go over another 100. That'd be great. Pablo Nava, 24-17. Raiders. That sounds about right. That's about the score. I kind of have, like I said, 22-16, keeping it under that 44.5 over-under score that they have in Vegas. And according to Bovada, there's probably other outlets you can go find, like a DraftKings or a Caesars. You can probably find something else, something different. But for me, I would say that the score is going to be 22-16. So Pablo Nava, we have similar scores. So I definitely, I'm with you on that one for sure. Let's see. Alec M, secondary for the Broncos, a bit banged up now. So that's where we got to take advantage, man, especially if they do have a banged up secondary. You want to see them kind of take over that the slot, right? I know that Patrick Surtain, I know he's going to be doing his thing. He has a lot to prove, especially against Devontae Adams, where Devontae Adams pretty much said he's not ready yet. So expect him to come out with a chip on his shoulder. So, and not saying that Devontae Adams is going to get shut down by any means. That's not going to ever happen. But, it kind of gives you the opportunity to go elsewhere, find guys, particularly in the slot. Hunter Renfrow, I see a big game from him. Maybe a little bit of Trey Tucker. You might get a couple of catches from him, but particularly in the slot is where I want to see the Raiders kind of take advantage, and in the tight end position. So is that an Austin Hooper? Is that a Michael Mayer? Maybe a mixture of both. We'll see. But I like the slot receivers that kind of take over and make this game kind of open the game and be that X factor of this game for sure. Absolutely, man. Tony Delgado, he says Wilson throws 2 picks for 1. Bennett and Trevon Merrick. I love it, man. That would be great. We got the Kingpin graphic Raider in the building. What's going on, man? Thanks for the support as always, bro. Yeah, we definitely got to get together and talk some ball, man, for sure, man. We got a big week ahead of us. Let's see. Carl Aarons, he says 24-9 Raiders. I would love it, man. I would love that. No touchdowns, maybe 3 field goals. That'll be great, man. I'm all for it. Joe Ramos, sorry. We need to start 1-0. That can be a fire. That can be the fire momentum needed to push this team to be the best version of itself. I love it, man. I love that positivity, that high frequency talk right there, man. I love it, man. And I think that's kind of where we're at, man. I think that's where we're at. It's gonna show what kind of team we have. It's gonna show what kind of mentality we have going on into this season, man. Absolutely, no doubt. Crypto Tails in the building, my bro. What's going on, man? Thanks for the support as always. And all 64 of you guys, make sure you guys like the thumb, hit the sub, and share with your folks. Big Mike Raider. Yo, I'm hyped up, man. I'm hyped up. We got a few days left till we actually get some football, man. I'm excited. And kind of rewind a little bit. Let's take it back. Tomorrow, I got something special for you guys. We're going to do a behind enemy lines type of show where we talk to another Broncos fan, but not just any Broncos fan. This woman is a 2-time Emmy Award winner. She is a sportscasting extraordinaire. She does it all visual. She's also a host for the Los Angeles Dodgers. She was a former host of the Lakers. She worked with the NFL just a little bit, so she knows her stuff. Be respectful. She's a big Broncos fan. Tomorrow, we got Elisa Hernandez. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking a little bit about the matchup tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you guys are available, make sure you guys pull up, show some support, show some respect, and we'll get this thing started, man. I'm excited. This week is going to be a big week, guys. I appreciate you guys' support in advance. DeMarcus Webb, he says, Mayers and Renfro's gonna eat. I love it, man. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Man. Alec M, if we do blow them out, I'm all for it. yeah, that'll make my week, man. That'll make my week. Patrick and Judy, we are gonna cook them donkeys. Yeah. So is Jerry Judy? I don't know. I need to read the I know he was dealing with a hamstring injury. He wasn't put on IR, so he is, I guess, kind of in question whether he's going to play or not. Last time I heard that he wasn't going to be available. You guys let me know. But if Judy's out, that wide receiver room is kind of thin, and we're going to have to watch out for those that sneaky rookie from Oklahoma. That's kind of be one of the guys that I'm kind of looking for to have a big game for the Broncos, kind of leading the pack as far as receiving goes. And then you got Cortland Sutton as well. And then they do like to go to the tight end. So those will be kind of the guys that I'm kind of expecting to kind of produce for the Broncos on the other side. Jerome Clemens, 31-17 Raiders. JJ, 120 rushing and 1 touchdown. Tate with 100+ and 2 touchdowns. Mayer, 70 yards, 1 touchdown. Man, that would be huge. I hope so, man. I hope so. Mondo Reyes, what's with it, King? Hey, we just talking some ball, man. It's early week, talking early week 1. We finally got some regular season ball ahead of us. And, we definitely were talking about it, man. A little early look. Thanks for popping in and thanks for the support. Daniel Malero, my fellow degenerate. What's going on, man? Thanks for popping up, man. I appreciate it. I think if we can somehow start 2-0, we can go on a crazy run. Absolutely, man. Nothing like winning 2 tough games on the road to kind of kick off the season. That'll really be a statement maker for the rest of the NFL and some good momentum for that locker room to kind of build on, right? That'll be a good foundation for the rest of the season. Absolutely. No doubt, man. Arturo Jaimes, I think. Man, I'm sorry, man. If I butcher anybody's name, I really I apologize for that one ahead of time, man. I got us beating the Broncos easily. If we get out to a big lead early, the Broncos don't stand a chance. They don't have much to throw to on offense. Score 27-9. Woo. Okay, 27-9. I love it. Yeah, that's family, man. I can't even look at her like that, man. That's like my little sister, to be honest with you. But hey, yeah, she's a good looking woman. I definitely agree with you on that one. Alec M, the cornerback opposite of Surtain, is not that good. They can pick on him. Yeah, that's true, man. We definitely there's some vulnerabilities for sure that we can take advantage of for sure. Absolutely. Let's see. They're both out. Okay, so yeah. There's no excuse that we can't win this game, guys. We got to win this game. And let's look into let's look into the depth chart, man. I'm trying to acknowledge everybody. I want to make sure I get to everybody. But let's look at this depth chart, right? We got Cortland Sutton. I guess I don't know if he's out, right? I don't know if he's out. You guys let me know. But to back up Cortland Sutton on that left side is going to be Brandon Johnson. On the right side is Marvin Mims Jr. That's kind of a guy that I'm looking for. He's going to be also their kick and punt returner. I can see him being sort of an X factor, kind of a guy that's going to be making a big statement. And also, guys, they just picked up one of our own that we had at training camp. They picked up Philip Dorsett. I don't know if he's going to be on the main roster, but that's somebody to look at if they do throw him out there. He does have a relationship and a rapport with Russell Wilson. So it's a possibility that we do see those two kind of connect if he is out there. Jerry Judy, he's going to be out. But this offensive line, guys, I want to talk about the offensive line, right? They've been really pushing this offensive line and saying that it's been improved, which it is. They signed Ben Powers, left guard from Baltimore. Quinn Miners, he was really good last year. That interior is pretty solid. Their weakness is on that right tackle spot. I mean, you guys know about Mike McGlinchey, kind of a guy that we'll pull it up. Let's pull up Mike McGlinchey. According to PFF, in 1,036 snaps played with the 49ers last year, he had 10 penalties, which is tied for 8th in the league. Also gave up 6 sacks allowed, guys. This is definitely a spot that we can take advantage of, especially if he's on the right side. That's usually where Max Crosby lines up on the left side, his right side. So you're going to see that one-on-one matchup. Don't be surprised to see a tight end come in there to kind of assist. Different people kind of chip blocking and things like that. So it's going to be important to get Tillery, Bilal Nichols involved in the pass rush. If we can get that interior involved with the pass rush, then we can give Max Crosby and the other side, whether it's a Chandler Jones, whether it's a Tyree Wilson, they're going to have to play single one-on-one blocking scheme. They're going to have to make sure that they can try to go one-on-one, because if they try to bring somebody extra there, that's going to leave somebody vulnerable, and that's going to allow somebody to make a sack other than Max Crosby. So even then, Max Crosby, he has a great matchup. This is a good opportunity for Max Crosby to make a statement and just absolutely torch Mike McGlinchey. You guys let me know what you think about that one. Mike McGlinchey last year, overall 71.5 PFF grade, pass blocking 65.5, and a run blocking grade of 73.3 with the 49ers. But gives up a lot of sacks, tied for 15th in the league last year, and a lot of penalties. So he gets a little bit of jitters. So if we can get to him early, we got an advantage right there. So you guys let me know what you guys think about that one. Matt Marinovich, she says Jerry Jeudy out for at least this week. Woo, we got to win this one, man. We got to win this one, guys. Mondo Reyes, I think they said maybe at least 2 weeks. Okay, well, all I care about is this week from them. So Anthony Provencio in the building. Thanks for popping in. We're going to keep an eye on that injury report with the Broncos. It says Jerry Jeudy is questionable. We'll keep an eye out on that for sure. It's early, so we can't really say who's going to play and who's not going to play at this point. It's very early in the week, so things happen along the down the next coming days where things kind of change. So we'll keep an eye on that for sure, guys. Anthony Estrada in the building. Yo, what's good? Salute to my guy, Big Mike Raider. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for always supporting, man. I appreciate you, bro. Let's see. Jerry Jeudy worked out on the sidelines today. So, okay, he's trying to make a return. We'll see. He won't be 100%. That's what it sounds like to me. But we'll see. So, yeah, there you go. Shout out to Estrada, man. Surtain is good, but he ain't there yet. Matt Marinovich with the quote of the day. According to wait a second. I think we got a special guest in the building, guys. We got my guy, Kangtown Raider in the building. Let me pull you up. There you go. Kangtown Raider in the building. What's good, bro? What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Just got off some Madden.
Okay. So you got a little Broncos Raider matchup. What was the score, bro?
Oh, it was a lot to a little.
A lot to a little. That's what I like to hear, bro.
Our favorite.
Yes, sir. So, bro, what do you think about this offensive line for the Broncos? Is this they got Garrett Bowles on the left side, Ben Powers, they just picked him up from Baltimore last year. Cushenberry at center. Miners, who played pretty well at that right guard position. He's solid, third year in the league, I believe. And then they got McGlinchey, pretty much a turnstile as of late. A lot of sacks given up, a lot of penalties. What do you think about our chances versus that offensive line, bro?
I like our chances. I don't think they're terrible, but I think they're very average.
Yep.
Aside from McGlinchey, I think Max is going to terrorize McGlinchey.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got 3 sacks for Max.
Yeah. I mean, the other side of the matchup, right? You got a Chandler Jones versus Garrett Bowles. That's an underrated matchup that's going to be pretty solid. And I think it really depends on how well Chandler Jones goes against Bowles is where we're going to see how well everybody else is going to do.
Yeah.
Now, if we can get that, also the interior, if the interior can get some good push, then that's going to give Max Crosby a good opportunity to kind of, get that one-on-one look and make those moves on the pass rush.
Yeah. Real quick, give a salute to your chat. What's up, my guys?
Yep.
I think Garrett Bowles is a huge part of this game for the Broncos because not only has he got the matchup with Chandler Jones, but he's going to get rotational Tyree Wilson all day.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna have a little trouble because the style differential between the two. I think this is actually like the key to the game for us. I think our pass rush. I think we're gonna have a total of 5 sacks.
Man, a lot of people are saying in the chat, man, 6 sacks, 5 sacks, things like that. So, yeah, it seems everybody's kind of on that same page, and I think it's possible we can do that. So, it's a possibility.
The good thing about our linebackers is if Russ decides he wants to get his old ass across the line of scrimmage and try to run, Spillane and Diablo, one thing we do got at linebacker is speed.
Yeah, absolutely. So, man, shoot, where do we start, man? Like on this offense, do you think we're going to kind of pick up where we left off, being a real efficient offense, or are you going to see some sputters a little bit since we do have a new quarterback?
I think Josh McDaniels knows how to mitigate the offseason rust. I think the way to do it, I think he's going to feed Jacobs. I don't think we're going to see Jacobs get slowly brought back. I think they're going with their full game plan. What it would be if Jacobs was there all off season. You might see a little bit more of the other running backs too, but Jacobs has been Mr. Bronco killer for years. So I think we just, don't fix it if it ain't broke. I think Josh is going to get a 20 to 25 carries, and I think he's going to break down that D-line, wear him out. And I had a prediction of 30-17 last time.
Okay.
I'm gonna tone that down a little bit on the scoring because I think we are going to run it a ton. I got us 26-17.
Okay. All right. So I said earlier that I got a low scoring game. I think that the offense is kind of going to struggle a little bit.
The passing game is going to take some time to come along.
Yeah. I think the passing game is going to take a little bit of time. The run game is going to get going. Hopefully we can give Josh Jacobs just a little bit of breath and have some more efficiency and more effectiveness in that running game if he is out of the game. But in saying all that, I think it's going to be a low-scoring dogfight. I think it's going to be 22-16. That's where I got the Raiders winning this one. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. But let's acknowledge some of the chat, man. We can talk all day, and I start forgetting, that I'm alive. You know what I mean? So yeah, shout out to Franklin Skinner. He says McGlinchey was hurt for a little while. Also, not so many reps in training camp. Yeah, I think he might be good to go either way, though. Let's see.
He's gonna be. I wouldn't want to draw Max that first game, man. That's tough.
Yeah, that's a tough draw, right? He's hurt to Mike McGlinchey and Javonte Williams are both possible to play, but not at full strength. Yeah, watch out for that Javonte Williams and that Samaje Perine. Perine is nothing to slouch at, guys. At running back, so
he's a big bolt.
Yeah, he can tote the rock too. So we got to watch out for that run game. They got a decent offensive line. They're more improved from last year by adding Ben Powers and McGlinchey. He's a little bit better. He does like to give up the sacks, but he has a 73.3 run block PFF. So his run blocking is solid. So they can get that run game going too, just like we can. So it's something to look for. Love our starter wideouts and Mayer for this game. Raiders, yeah. Hey, hopefully these wideouts get started. Hopefully Mayer gets things started. Look out for Austin Hooper, man. We didn't see much of him in the preseason, and when we did, he didn't look great, but I think they're going to kind of split split reps, snaps, and things.
I think you'll see a little bit of Jesper Horsted too.
We can't see Horsted because he is a good blocker too, especially for trying to get the run game established. So yeah, we might see all three of those tight ends right away off the jump. Arcade Raider Way 73. The Donkeys don't want it. They don't, but they're going to get it. It's too late. It's too late, man. It's too late. Let's see. Scroll all the way down. Let's see. Hope Mayer and Renfro abuse the Donks. Yeah, I hope so too. I was also saying if we do take advantage of this defense, it's going to be in the slot. I think that Patrick Surtain kind of has a chip on his shoulder, something to prove versus Devontae Adams. Not saying that he will, but
I think he'll do a little better than last year.
I think so too. I think he's going to do a little bit better. But that's going to also leave opportunities for us to attack the slot.
Yeah,
and
and
the
don't be
tight
surprised
end.
if you see Justin Simmons coming over to help out Surtain too. They're going to try to Devontae wrecked their game last year, so they're going to try to get Devontae out of the mix.
Right. And then so that means they'll probably be in a nickel coverage in a lot of situations, and whoever that slot corner is, that's a good opportunity to get Hunter Renfrow back in the groove of things. And I do see Renfrow having a big game this week. And when I say big, I don't say nothing like 150 yards, nothing crazy like that. But I think he can get about 6 catches with 75 yards, maybe even a touchdown in this game. So,
do you think we see Renfrow locked in at the slot and Myers kind of 100% outside, or do you think they interchange them and you see Myers hitting the slot a little bit?
I would love to see it interchanged. Yeah, why not? You know what I mean? Like, especially depending on what kind of formations they have, especially if they have like a 2 tight end set, you can put a Myers kind of in the slot, and then you can run things that way, you know, especially if you're going to try to establish the run. That's a perfect formation to establish the play action and dump it off to your slot receiver. And if that's Jacoby Myers, that's perfect, bro. I like that idea. So we'll see. Let's see what we got. We said Anthony Provencio. He says if the defense can match the offense's level, Raiders will be dangerous. Yeah, we can get this defense together. We'll be all right. So, and I think this defense has a lot to prove, especially with we got the squad today. All right,
it's good.
It's fucking 18.
Raider in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Man, what's going on, bro? Man, tell me about it. Man. Tell me about it. What you got for this game? Tell me what you got. Break it down for me. Put you on the spot, man.
So this game is it's when they say an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. This is one of those games where it's like both coaches are out to prove something, and they both very in need of a strong start. They're both going out there to send a message to the fan bases and to the media writ large. So I mean, I think this is going to be a tougher game than people are thinking, man. Just because Russell Wilson has legacy on the line. Jimmy Garoppolo is trying to prove he wasn't a product of that San Francisco system and all the talent that was around him. So I think it's going to be very tough. I got us winning the game. I just think we're just a more talented team. I think that, Josh McDaniels, his offense is just going to, he knows how to attack these defenses. And, he's going to be able to exploit it. He has too many weapons over there, man. He has too many weapons. And I think he's going to be able to exploit what Denver is doing. And I think we're going to win the game. And I think it's going to be tougher than people think it is. I got us 27-24 winning. I'm hoping we slam the door on them early, but I think it's going to be one of those nail biters, man. I think it's going to be one of those nail biters.
I agree.
I kind of see like kind of being neck and neck to the fourth quarter, and that's where I think Josh Daniels just comes, and I think, or Josh Jacobs just comes in. I think he just comes in and puts it away. How he does. The last 5-6 minutes, you need somebody to run the clock out, run downhill, get that defense tired, finish them off. That's the guy.
If Kingtown got us winning, you know it's a win.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Broncos, man.
No, but he has us on like a 5-game losing streak.
Exactly, right? He has us winning and losing immediately.
Wow.
Yo, shout out to R for Life 1970. I'm still not sold on a defensive tackle position. That'll be the key to the game. If the Broncos can run the ball, it will be tough. What is you guys' confidence level on this defensive tackle room? 1 through 10.
I mean, we kind of know where Kingtown's confidence level is. I seen the last show. He took it.
That's what I've been saying all offseason. I like Nestor Silvera, but he's not there yet.
Kingtown got to be at a 2 because she was shitting all on him last video, so he has to be at a 2. So
now the fact that we got rid of Neil Farrell jumps it up a little bit.
Yeah, man. I had Neil Farrell being going to. I'm at confidence level. I'm about a 6.5. About 6.5. Okay. I think I really like Bilal Nichols. Before we signed him, I like Bilal Nichols a lot before we signed him. I really liked him a lot before we signed him, and it's just knowing that he was playing all last year, injured. That kind of gives me, okay, that allows me to excel a little bit on the season he had last year. I'm a big fan of Nesta J. Silveras. The guy was a big time recruit from the Florida area. We know how those Florida guys are, man. They can ball, and I think that having veteran guys like John Jenkins is going to really really help this room a lot, man. I think he's going to be able to replace some of what we lost when we lost Billings, him and Adam Butler. So I know I'm at a 6. If they come out strong this game, man, or 6.5. If they come out strong this game, I might jump it up a little bit, maybe 7.5. But right now I set it about a 6.5, which is like a little under a C. You almost passing, almost there. You need to do good on this pop quiz to pass the class. So that's kind of where they at right now.
I hear you, man. Cane Town, he put up the 4, so I'm guessing he's not talking about the fourth quarter, them balling out.
I'm a UCLA fan, and I'm all about the 4s up, man, but not this time. Not this time, man.
I got him at a 6 as well, man. 6.5. This game is going to tell me a lot, kind of where they stand. If they ball out, it can go up to a 7 or even an 8. That rotation, it's the rotation. It's the rotation that has the possibility. We got 6 dogs that can get the job done.
Yeah, man. We got a lot of depth.
So it might not be the superstar that we want at the defensive tackle position, but I think that Bilal Nichols is one of those guys that last year he has something to prove. He played through an injury last year. We had a higher expectation from last year coming from the Bears. And he didn't deliver, and that was because of the injuries. So I think he does his mentality is like, all right, I got something to prove this year. So that's kind of why I give him like a 6.5. And if he shows that potential, then I will. My confidence level in him is going to go 7.5, maybe even 8, depending on that level, what type of game they have. So I will say that I'm not gonna hold you, bro. K-Town wants him to get like Caleb Williams in the first round. Or something
we didn't get Jalen Carter, right? We got Tyree Wilson.
You're right.
An 8. You got Aaron Donald coming over here.
Did I say that an 8 meaning like they're like a B solid like top team? I'm talking about my confidence level.
Exactly. You said our confidence level. Our confidence level meaning relative to our expectation. Relative to our expectation.
I would be that confident if we had Jalen Carter.
Man, look.
We all would, bro. But we don't have him.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
And I think that Tillery having a full off season, he can't stop the run, but we also need interior pass rush. That's what
absolutely
we need interior, and he is probably going to be our most productive interior pass rusher this year on first and second down. Now, once we go to third down, I think we'll probably slide some guys inside. We might even see, we'll definitely see Tyree inside. They might do some stuff where they put Chandler inside or slide Max inside and do some stuff like that. NASCAR packages, that kind of deal. So, but on first and second down, and possibly even on third down, Tillery is going to probably be our best interior pass rusher, our best true defensive tackle interior pass rusher. So,
it's also going to matter. It also depends. It's situational ball, right? We got to keep the Broncos out of them third and short situations because there's a possibility we can get eaten up all game if we're constantly dealing with 3rd and 2s and under, right? We'll get eaten all day. But if we put them in a position where we're 3rd and 10 and greater, then we get to pin our ears back against that offensive line that they have something to prove, right? But we have a sick NASCAR package potentially, right? You can even throw a Malcolm Kuntz in there if you really want to and make things happen with that pass rush. So
I'm saying we can see a line where we have Kuntz, Max Crosby, Tyree, and Chandler Jones all on the field at the same time. I think that's that's going to be something where it's like, whoa,
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a lot of Patrick Graham's Picasso genius with this. Due to the fact that I don't think that we're going to stop the run as effectively as he did last year. I think you're going to see a lot of packages wrote up where you're going to see a Marcus Epps shoot through the middle, or you're bringing Ryan Spillane downhill a lot, stuff like that. Pull-a-Mao. I think you'll see Pull-a-Mao have some snaps at linebacker for that specific reason.
Yeah.
And I think as long as you get the interior D line help, I think if they can be average, you're happy.
Yeah. Average is cool. I'm cool with average at this point. And that will make me I'll be cool with average. Let me acknowledge some of the chat guys. Anthony Provenzio says, as long as the O-line does their job, we could F Denver up and start the season strong at 1-0. I like the idea, man. I'm with it, man. Casper, he goes, Denver has never beat the Las Vegas Raiders. Tomlin has never beat the Raiders on the road and isn't changing this year, even though the Steelers actually scared me more than Buffalo. There's a possibility we start 3-0. Buffalo on the road is tough. I don't care what time of year it is.
Buffalo
man.
on the road is tough, yeah. If Stephon Diggs, we're still dealing with the Stephon Diggs drama, man. Hopefully that creates some kind of disconnect between him and Josh Allen, man, and we can go up there and steal one.
Yeah, no doubt that's a blessing. We get them early for sure. Shout out to the Raider Room in the building. Salute, gentlemen. Thanks for popping in, man. Salute. we got T Severe in the building. We got Cane Town Raider in the building. We got the Swagger and Boisterously team right here in full force, man. I love it, man. I'm glad you guys popped up, man. I appreciate you guys, bro.
Got you. Anybody been bumping any Raider playlists as the season gets closer?
I think I will be. I will be soon, man. I will be soon. Let me see.
I had to throw it in there this morning.
Oh yeah. I was tempted. I was like, wait, I'm gonna wait till Thursday or Friday. For all you degenerates out there, Daniel Malero, he says we're locked to cover at -4 or -3.5. So the Raiders are 4-point underdogs, guys. That blows my mind. That blows.
I mean, we're on the road, but I mean, I could see a 1-point underdog or something like that. That's crazy.
Yeah. 4 points is a lot of points.
They ain't giving us no love.
Yeah, like a 1 point or a 0.5, where it's like a pick 'em.
Yeah.
I mean, I would assume that my assumption is that they're given it'll probably be a pick 'em. They're given 3 points just because Sean Payton. That was my assumption. That that they have a lot of faith in what Sean Payton is going to be able to get up there and do with Russell Wilson. So I think that's where that 3 points is coming from. But I got us. I'm pretty confident in us winning this game. I think it'll be a tough one, but we should handle business.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Mondo Reyes with the Spanish, man. I'm not going to embarrass myself, but that sounds like some positive words to me. Shout out to Mondo Reyes. I'm not going to read that. If you guys understand some Spanish, please translate for me and for the rest of us here. I know a little bit of Spanish, but not enough. I know enough to order some tacos at the taco spot, man.
Right, man.
So for sure, man. Hey, you let me know what that means, guys. But yeah, that looks like positive words for me. Shout out to Mondo Reyes. Charles Washington in the building. Big Mike always hold it down with the real Raider conversation as always, man. Cane Town, what you got, bro?
I was gonna say, man, in my for those who don't know, I run a liquor store. We got this apartment complex down the street. It's like all Mexicans live there, man. They come down, and bro, ringing them up is tough. I'm over here like, Google Translate.
You're gonna be our go-to, man. You're our go-to translator now. You gotta hold it down for us, man. Me and Big Mike.
There's a lot of people in America right now. I knew I shouldn't have took French.
Man. Right. Hey, man, I actually took French in high school, man. So that was a low blow, man.
Yes, sir. Shout out to my Latino brothers and sisters out there, man. I appreciate you guys' support, man. It's all love over here. Please, if somebody said whatever he said, please translate that, man. I'm trying to up my Spanish game for sure, man. The Raider Room in the building says Big Mike said he can only order La Estrella. That's it. Oh, you guys know nothing about La Estrella, bro.
I sell that in my store, man.
La Estrella. No, it's a taco spot in Pasadena.
Oh, really? I have a six-pack. I have a 6-pack of beer that comes in my store called that.
Oh, shoot. Oh, man. The Raider Room's from Pasadena like me. He's talking about La Estrella from back at home in Pasadena. The tacos are fire, bro. If you're ever in Pasadena,
Okay.
go.
All right,
Go
for
get some
sure.
Australia for sure, bro.
I got to check them out now, man.
I'm gonna just pop up on you one day randomly and be like, I'm in your town.
There you go.
Let's go tacos.
Go get some damn
Okay.
tacos.
That's straight down to 110, man. You know.
Oh yeah, man. You already know, bro. Oh yeah, it's my birthday today. 43 years as a Raider fan. That's when I knew what football was. R for life,
Happy
1970. Happy birthday, happy
birthday,
53rd,
brother.
man.
Happy birthday, man.
Man, have a brew, get
For
some
sure,
good
for sure.
eating, you know, man, and
Swagger
cheers to many
boisterously
more,
on
bro.
these motherfuckers.
Say what?
I said swagger boisterously on these motherfuckers for your birthday.
Exactly,
Exactly,
man.
man.
As always, man. That's how we do it, man. There you go, man. Hey, have a blessed birthday and many more, man, and many more to come for sure, man. Let's see what the legendary Sean Johnson's got to say. He said, what will really be exciting to see Detroit upset the Chiefs on Thursday night? They have the Chris Jones drama. Yeah, I really, honestly, I do think Detroit is gonna beat the Chiefs. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Detroit is gonna beat them.
I would not be surprised, man. I would not be surprised at all, man.
Jameson Williams, I don't know if that offense is dynamic enough yet.
I'm on Rob.
Man, oh yeah, I'm on Ross.
He's good. No, he's solid, but I mean,
he was a top in terms of production. He was top 5 receiver last year, man. He was a top 5 receiver last year in terms of production. So I mean, he's a dog, man. So if
I like Jahmyr Gibbs too.
Yes. So you know, and Jared Goff was dealing last year too, man. So if they do their thing, I think they could take the Chiefs, man. Like it's gonna be a barn burner. It's gonna be a high scoring game, man.
Oh
but,
yeah.
I got the Chiefs in that one, but
I wouldn't pick Detroit.
The Lions will give them everything they can handle.
I'm not ever picking Detroit, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't pick Detroit, but I think they could do it.
Yeah, I think they could do whatever the plus is. I don't have the Chiefs. I have the Lions covering. I don't have them winning that game. I'll never pick the Lions to win a game, bro.
Oh, I thought you said you were picking the Lions.
I do think the Lions are going to win, but I'm not stupid enough to pick them in a bet. If I had to put money on it,
you ain't throwing down no money on the Lions?
Oh hell no, bro. I'll pick them. I'll pick them to cover whatever the spread is, but I'm definitely not picking them outright winning versus the Chiefs in Arrowhead. I wouldn't do that. But I do. It's a gut feeling I have for sure, man.
Okay. I see it.
Yeah, for sure, man. Let's see who else. We got.
It's in Arrowhead too. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, Super Bowl, the ring
tough,
ceremony,
man.
all that stuff. You know what I mean? So.
Oh yeah. That's tough, man.
Yeah, it's tough. Casper says, "Mas tequila." That's all Spanish I need to know. Yeah, hey, I'm with it. You already know. But hey, for sure, bro. And thanks again for the support, bro. Man, you're always welcome over here. You're a mainstay here. You always show support and love, man. So the least I can do is give you a happy birthday, man. I hope all's well on your end, bro. Let's see. Carlos and Fuego, English to Spanish. Keep on trying. Never give up. Raider Nation for life. Carlos and Fuego, thanks for the translation. I've been waiting for it. I appreciate you, bro. I have gotten smarter after doing this show, and thanks to you. It's all thanks to you, bro. Let's see. I think Diablo shows up big. What do you think? What's your expectation for Diablo in this game, guys?
I think Diablo has to have a big game, man. Like I've been saying, Greg Dulcich is a problem. People don't realize how good of a tight end Greg Dulcich is, man. Like I said, I'm a UCLA fan. I've been following Greg Dulcich since he walked on at wide receiver and became one of the best tight ends in the nation. Dude is fast as hell. He's a very good route runner. He has a great catch radius, and he just understands, understands defenses, where to sit down, where to run his routes, how to stem. Like he's a very smart football player, man. So I think if we're not on our P's and Q's, he will hurt us big. So I think Diablo has, like all of our linebackers, they have to have a big game. We'll probably see a lot of time we have 3 safeties on the field just to be able to deal with him. And I think Diablo has to show a big this game, man. I'm predicting a big game out of Diablo, man.
I got 15 tackles for Divine Diablo.
15. Ooh.
I got 11, but 15 that'll be dope, bro.
That would be yes.
I'm expecting big things from Diablo as well, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think he's got to really show out for this game because Dulcich is gonna be a handful. He's gonna lead this team in yards as far as the passing game goes. I see him going for about 80 to 85 yards for sure.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I had him.
What they've been calling Diablo this offseason, Big Swole.
Yeah, exactly.
Big Swole, yeah,
exactly.
for sure, man.
Exactly.
That dude's been
Exactly.
jacked.
Look
Hey,
like
Casper, I gotta say this. Casper, he's over here trying to get me canceled, bro. Donde están la? I'm not gonna say the rest of that. I can read. I can put it in real quick. Only thing I can say is Spanish, man. Hey, good luck to you. Hope you wrap it up, man, for sure.
Oh, it's something about Jimmy G, right?
He talk about Jimmy. He could be talking about Jimmy G. Talk about Jimmy G for sure. Chuck Taylor disagrees with everything I gotta say. He said Detroit is terrible defense versus strong Chiefs offense. Hell no.
I don't think Detroit's defense is going to be terrible this year.
No,
they're going to be a lot better than they were last year.
They have a strong secondary, especially, and Aiden Hutchinson is going to get better and better.
Yes.
Yep.
Aiden Hutchinson is going to be a problem. He's going to be a problem in this league.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Casper, he goes, it's crazy. Mahomes has only lost to AFC West teams in Arrowhead, never once on the road. Yeah, that's weird, right? And he's never played a road playoff game, I don't think, either. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I think you may be right.
You're probably not wrong.
I think you may be right.
Yeah, he has some weird kind of luck going on over there, man. I think this is the year where he finally plays that road playoff game if he makes the playoffs. Hopefully he doesn't, but we'll see. We'll see. Ruben Russ who is best suited on our team to cover athletic tight end Greg Dulcich. We just covered that. Sean Payton worked wonders with Graham and Cooks. So
pull him out on him.
Yeah. I mean, that would probably be and because Greg Dulcich, he's one of those guys where he's a mismatch, man, because he's too shifty for the bigger linebackers, but he's too big for a lot of these safeties. Palomao, Diablo, and Bernie, like those three are the guys that are best suited at, they have the best athletic profile in terms of guys. I would try to stick with them. I will switch it up. I would throw all three of those guys at different parts of the game. So but those are the three.
Yeah, I like it. Would you consider putting Epps on him as well?
I was thinking that.
I would not put Epps on him. He's gonna post Epps up, bro. He's gonna post Epps up, man, and it'll get ugly, man. It'll get ugly. I would not do that. I would not do that.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Epps versus Kelsey in the Super Bowl, and he got torched on that one play.
Yeah, the Raiders did a good job against Kelsey last year, except in the red zone. I mean, between the 20s last year, they did a solid job in them on that one game. It's just that we got in the red zone, bro. He was
wide open,
bro.
Yeah,
like we had like less than 40 yards before touchdown, some crazy like that.
Yeah, I think he had 4 catches for like 29 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, it was some craziest stat line I've ever seen in my life, bro.
Those stat lines only happen to us.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, man. Whoever had him for fantasy that game, man, was eating.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, like 50 points just off of touchdowns, right?
Exactly.
Man.
50 points with less than 30 yards.
Man, it's crazy. Never see a stat line like that ever again. I hope we never do. Ruben Russ, run those likes up, guys. All 86 of you guys in the building, make sure you guys like the thumb, hit the sub, and share with your folks. Guys, man, we're cooking over here, man. What else we got? Let's see. We got Hug D's in the building. He says, "Sup, Big Mike, let's kill Dangerous and Sean Payton's future as a coach in Denver."
That's a stupid nickname.
Yeah. Mr. Unlimited. Yo, that dude's trash, bro. What kind of effect do you think Sean Payton has on this offense and just on this team in general? Is he getting a little bit too much credit before even anything happens?
Absolutely.
What do you guys think?
I think he's going to make Russ a little more efficient. I don't think he's going to be as erratic as last year, but I don't. Exactly. You're not getting Russ from 2015.
Nah. I think. I mean, basically, what it seems like this whole offseason has been doing is to make this offense as less Russ dependent as possible. So I think that was their goal in kind of this offseason, kind of just let him be a distributor. He doesn't have to be the X factor. So I think that's what they've been doing. And, he's a guy who's used to having a quarterback that can just stand back there and just, kind of deliver the ball. So I'm thinking that, he's going to kind of like those late when Drew Brees later in his career, he was like almost kind of done. But they still, I think they still, are damn near. Did they go to the NFC title game that year and lose? Is that when they lost to the Vikings, or was it in the divisional round?
Was it that 16 season? That was
It
divisional
was
round.
yeah. When they lost on that what they thought was offensive
Mi-
pass interference on the
The Rams.
No, that was the year the Rams went to the Super Bowl. But I want to
Oh,
say
yeah.
2 years later they had that, or was it the next year? But they had to play against the Vikings, where they thought the Vikings tight end pushed off, and it should have been offensive pass interference. But I don't know if that was the NFC title game. And that wasn't an NFC title game. It had to be to go to the NFC.
Yeah, because the Vikings didn't go no damn Super Bowl.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Fact. So,
yeah.
I mean, and that year, Drew Brees, his arm was gone. Like his arm was dead.
We played them that year, the first game of the season, I believe.
Yeah. So and that was when it was like, doing a lot of that stuff with Taysom Hill and getting real creative. So I think people underestimate how good of a coach he is because he had Drew Brees. Like he won a Super Bowl. He should have went to at least one more Super Bowl, possibly an additional one to that. And that's with him losing. Well, how long did he lose with Bounty Gate? Didn't he miss was it a whole year, half a year?
Yeah,
yeah. So it's like. So I mean, people are like, oh, he has this quarterback, and okay, but it takes talent to win games. I mean, and he was able to execute, man, and that team never lost. And they were always a good team, always had a winning record, man. So I think he's gonna be able to do some stuff with Russell Wilson, even though it's he's a kind of a shadow of his old self.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. Charles Washington has a good question. He says, how much better will our offense really be with Jimmy G at the helm? Are we going to be any better?
I think what we get out of Jimmy G is a lot more efficiency and a lot better in the red zone. I think one thing you're going to lose is the deep ball. One thing DC can do, especially with Devontae last year, is he can chuck it downfield when he really wants to. Jimmy G's not that guy. You'll get one every once in a while, but it's not going to be a consistent shot down the field every series. You at least usually got one every drive from DC. I think you're going to see a lot of over the middle, a lot of shorts, a lot of out routes. Michael Mayer is going to eat. I think he's going to get a lot of receptions underneath. It's going to look a lot more like New England looked offensively. If we're going to kill you offensively, it's going to be death marches down the field. It's not going to be one shot. And I hopefully that Jimmy G is prepared to really do that. And we get the best version of him, because if we do, that is huge for our offense. And I think you get a lot more running the ball with Garoppolo too. He's not going to throw the ball 45 times like DC would a lot of the time. You're going to get a lot more of the run game, a lot more versatility in your offense.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Hug
DZ, he said it perfectly, man. It says Jimmy G will stand in the pocket and deal passes. Zero gun shy in that, man. And that's the difference that we're going to see. We're going to see a big difference in that fearlessness in the pocket.
Exactly.
Things get kind of scary. You know what I mean? And
a little bit like kind of like how Stidham was. He took that shot, giving it to Devontae. I think you'll see some, which scares me because you know what happens to Jimmy G.
Right.
Man.
But it's always good to have a fearless leader out there.
Exactly.
Sure.
I mean,
more grit from that offense, from the guy who's supposed to be your leader at quarterback, right? You want grit from your leaders, and that was one thing that we were missing last year, was that grit. Derek Carr was kind of out of sorts last year. He was trying to get a grasp of the offense. He wasn't getting a full endorsement. It seems like from
fucking bum,
being a bum, So we're gonna see a big difference when you got a full endorsement from your head coach and kind of a full autonomy to run whatever you need to run on that offense. That's a big deal, man. I think that goes a long way. And I think that Jimmy G also has a lot to prove. I've been saying that all day. A lot of these guys have a lot to prove, man. That's one thing you got to also remember. I mean, that goes a long way for professionals, man. You see it every year. That's why there's the term contract year, right? Where that year that guy is trying to prove that he deserves a payday.
Josh Jacobs. We got a whole list of guys who has one reason or the other to the level of motivation. And I think that goes a long way.
And I think that the Raiders, you're going to see game for the first few games, they're about to be ready to punch people in the mouth. That's kind of where I have them this year, man. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else. Ruben Russ, he says, I think our defensive line can dominate the first 2 weeks. Hopefully Tyree gets more run week 2 to stop that quarterback power with Josh Allen. We'll see. I mean, yeah, Josh Allen. Say what?
I said, yeah, let Josh Allen run into Tyree a few times.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, Josh Allen is one play away from his season ending, man. That dude's reckless at the quarterback position. He really needs to kind of learn how to protect his body and not take some. You seen he was stiff arming people, taking hits last year, bro. Like, you don't want that from your quarterback.
Yeah, that dude is a turnover waiting to happen too. So
so we take advantage of that. I think we'll be all right, man. Let's see. Mike S in the building. Raiders. Hey, simple as that, man. Thanks for the support as always, man. Let's see. Matt Marinovic, she says Sean Payton is not a miracle worker. Russell Wilson is not a pocket passer and too old to be a running quarterback. Yeah. I gotta agree. Because Russell Wilson, 33 years old this year?
Yeah, it's time to take old Yeller out behind the barn.
Yeah, man. At the running quarterback. Go ahead,
that's not that by quarterback terms, that's not that old, you know.
For his style of play, though.
Yeah, for his style of play, he's older, but even you know, still he's not that old as a quarterback. He can still be effective, man. And especially if you have a guy that knows how to work within those parameters. And I don't think the head coach last year, as much as we give Sean Payton grief or what he said about the previous coach, I mean, he wasn't wrong.
Right.
He wasn't wrong.
I think Russ is older than his age. That man was the most sacked quarterback for a long time in Seattle. He's taken a lot of damage, a lot of hits. He's slowed down a ton, and I don't think he's somebody who can go kill you running the ball anymore. And if he can't do that, he's not a phenomenal pocket passer. Yeah. He's still top 20-ish.
Yeah. And you're right. You got a front row seat. You've been seeing him. Being from Spokane, you've seen a lot of Russell Wilson, so you can definitely, you're qualified to say, that he's
taking a lot of
hits. And I remember I see him running for his life for years. Not a great offensive line, and he's rolling out, trying to avoid hits every week. So
he's a great improviser. If he can get away from the pass rush long enough to find somebody, there's somebody to find. He'll probably find him.
Yeah. And I don't think he has to be a runner. And like you said, all he has to do is be a guy that threatens the defense, where you can't really play man because he can hurt you. So you pretty much have to stay in zone most of the times. And at one point, he was considered like the best deep ball passer in the league. And I think the stats did back that up. So it's not like you can't throw. It's not like you can't throw. Like, you ain't dealing with a guy that there's not Tebow back there. It's not Seneca Wallace where he can only run. You feel me? Like, he can throw the ball. He can throw the ball. So
I met him before.
Seneca Wallace?
Yeah, man.
He's cool. He seemed like a cool dude.
Guys, here's another question, man. Mike Essie says, facing hurt. Do you guys know anything about facing? You heard anything on the facing front?
I mean, I know he was hurt, and I haven't heard anything announced of him, whether he's playing or not. I'm sure the Raiders aren't eager to let out any injury news before the game until they have to. So I guess we'll probably find out. Was it Friday?
Yeah, Friday will be the day. So keep your guys' eyes out for that one, man. The same thing with Jerry Jeudy. I've been hearing that he might be still out. I heard Cortland Sutton might also be out. I don't know, man.
I heard about Jeudy. I didn't know Cortland Sutton was hurt.
I heard Sutton. The thing about facing is that I knew he would make the 53. I thought he would make the 53, and then shortly thereafter they would throw him on the short-term IR. But maybe, I don't know how much time we still have left on that Josh Jacobs exemption on the roster spot. I think we still have 54, correct? As far as I know,
there hasn't been any new transaction.
So as soon as that exemption time is up, he's probably going on short-term IR, and then we'll probably have to make some roster decisions when it's time for him to come back.
That's a good point. That's something to look at. I forgot all about that because they do have to come down to 53, and Josh Jacobs will officially be eligible, I guess, at some point because he has to go through them 6 practices or whatever like that, something like that. Some to that extent, but yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So we already gave our score predictions. Give me an X factor for this game. Somebody that's going to be that game changer on both sides, offense and defense. Let me know what you guys think, man.
My X factor on defense, Chandler Jones.
Okay.
Chandler Jones, old man Jones. I think he's a guy that I think he has the most of. Russell Wilson is the most sacked quarterback. You guys are saying Chandler Jones has the most sacks on Russell Wilson. So I think, and I think, I think he's primed for a big game. I think he has a lot to prove from last year. I think, he's been quote unquote hurt, this offseason. I think that was a kind of a deal where, hey, you know what, Chandler, we ain't about to have you go through the rigors of this training camp. You're an older guy. You don't really have a lot to prove. And I think he's going to come out. I think he's going to have 1.5 sacks this game. And I think he's going to have, at least one more TFL. And then on offense, man, Jacoby Myers. You guys talked earlier about the cornerback opposite of Pat Surtain. I think wherever Devontae goes, Pat Surtain is going to follow. And I think Jacoby Myers, while he was a low tier number 2 receiver, number 1 receiver, he's one of the best number 2s in the league. And I just think his, understanding of this offense, his ability, to understand, the holes and zones and run routes and to get open. I think, him and Jimmy are going to have a nice little rapport, and I think he's going to, have a nice little game there.
Oh, dope. K-Town, what you got, bro?
On defense, I got Jacorian Bennett. I think if you do got these Broncos receivers banged up, I know Russell Wilson likes to throw it deep, and Jacorian Bennett has the speed to be the guy defending downfield. I think if he can lock onto these guys and prevent a lot of deep balls, I think you make their passing game really one-dimensional, and they're only going to be able to beat you over the middle. And I think we're prepared for that. I think we got Nate Hobbs playing right around in there, and if you can push the ball, make them force the ball in between the numbers, I think that's big. On offense, I got Josh Jacobs. Like I said earlier, don't fix what ain't broke. This dude's been terrorizing the Broncos. Just let him keep doing it.
Facts. Defense, we already talked about him earlier, Divine Diablo. I think there's going to be a dogfight. I think they're going to try to run the ball, and I think it's going to really come down to that linebacker play. Can you fill the gap? How quick can you fill that gap on the defensive side? Make a play. TFLs is going to be a big deal. Chasing that running back laterally, and like if they do run the like a zone look, kind of reading what's going on, being patient. And I think that Divine Diablo, because he does have a lot to prove, and because he's a tackling machine. We saw it last year. I think that he's going to continue where he left off. I got 12 to 15 tackles, just like Kane Town said, about 15 at the most. Yeah. Offensively, I got Hunter Renfrow. I said he's going to have a big game. Got about 6 catches, about 75 to 80 yards, and a touchdown. That's kind of where I have him with that one, but that's kind of where I stand with that one. But let me acknowledge the chat before we get out of here, man. Hug D's. He says, I think you're wrong. Josh McDaniels.
I'm never wrong.
I mean, neither. I don't know what you're talking about. Come on, Hug D's. What you talking about, man? Call the shots down the field to keep the defense honest. They absolutely will not shorten their own field to let the defense tighten down. JMD's offense is balanced. Yeah.
Okay. So to build on that, I don't think that we're going to not throw the deep ball for Josh McDaniel's system. Jimmy Garoppolo, that's not his strength. You don't want Jimmy G hucking balls downfield all day. That's not who he is. You want him to carve up the defense on short and intermediate routes over the middle and on the occasional out route. And that's just Jimmy G's game. He's not going to be hucking it downfield 10, 15 times a game.
Yeah. I mean, he's not going to be Daryl LaMonica, but I think he'll do enough to keep defenses honest, where they can't just sit on that short stuff.
Just completely eliminate.
Yeah.
But I mean, that kind of goes to what Hug D's is kind of also his point, right? Is that they're balanced. So
Yeah.
you can see a Jimmy G take risks every once in a while and do go long because they're not expecting it.
Yeah.
And when we say long, we're saying passes over 20 yards, right?
Yeah.
If you can't throw the ball over 20 yards, that's a big problem. Now we're not saying for you to throw the ball 50 yards down the field.
That's kind of what I'm getting at. You saw Carr take, shots 50 yards downfield at least a few times a half, probably 10 times total during the game, maybe. I just don't. I think you maybe see Jimmy G do that 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. It's balanced, and Hug D's has all. He does have a point.
Yeah.
You do want to keep it balanced. You don't want to, you don't want to see our guys kind of keeping a short game, and as much as that would be nice for them to kind of keep the short game, keep a sustained drive, wear out a defense, because by the time the fourth quarter hits, you don't want to see a team that's just methodically just wearing you out. Mm-hmm. That kind of football is demoralizing when you can get that going.
And I think that's where we'll excel is if we're able to, implement that.
Yeah. But Hug D's, I guess what he's saying is that we do have the ability to kind of also hit you long too as well. And that's the beauty of it, is that we can do both. But the best football is when you like Kane Town said, those short intermediate passes, methodically wearing you out with the pass, the play action, dumping it to your tight ends and things like that, little short routes, drag routes. So that is a possibility. That is a way to win. We're all not wrong with this way in this thing. We're just, we're seeing it all differently, right? So yeah, shout out to Hug D's on that one. I appreciate your comment. And this is what it's all about. We're talking ball, man. We can go back and forth. We feed off of each other. And that's how we do it, man. That's the way I want my show to be, for sure, man. We go back and forth.
You can't agree all the time.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. Al Gibbs says Jimmy G likes his control of the huddle leadership already. Yeah, that he's the reason. It's the reason why he's the captain, right?
Exactly.
He's named captain.
Exactly.
So yeah, absolutely. Ryan Robinson says, I know we should focus on week 1, but if we win that game, I think we win at Buffalo. We'll see. Yeah. Week 1. Let's get through week 1 first. Let's see. Anthony Provencio says, I was worried because he's injury prone, but Shanahan proved to get quarterbacks hurt, and AOC proved to be very capable. God forbid he gets hurt. So yeah, if Jimmy G goes down, I don't want to see. I've been on record of saying I don't want to see Aiden O'Connell in a game for at least 2 seasons. I don't want to see him for 2 seasons.
40-0 in the third quarter.
Okay, yeah. Then in that case, yeah, let's we have 40 or something. Let's get him some burn. But
go ahead, Brian, hurry out there, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, me out here being, me the one who's with the high hopes now. What's
what?
Man, there you go, man. See, we're rubbing off on him. That's what it is.
I know,
bro.
exactly. Really we're wearing him down. We're wearing him down, man. He might have us winning 6 games next week. Let's go.
At the end of the day, when week one comes, every week I'm saying, I'm gonna be telling everybody we're gonna whoop their ass regardless.
Yeah, there you go, man. That's the spirit, bro. That's what I like to hear. So me and Brady are the same age. Last year you played in the NFL. The last year you played in the NFL, last year I tore my ACL sitting in a chair watching Roseanne. Woo, it's a tough world, man. I messed up my back riding a Peloton, so we're kind of on the same. We're on the same.
Did you hurt yourself?
Yeah, that's how I hurt my back, bro. I was riding a Peloton. Not
I thought you were talking about recently.
No. This is what led to my back injury, man.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've already. Long story, yeah.
And they came up with their Navy hero shit for your back injury.
Yeah, I was in the foxhole.
Exactly.
Ship was on fire. I dove off the ship into the ocean and saved everybody.
Sorry, Big Mike was walking around them shits with the blicky. That's the way he had the blicky walking around them ships, man.
Yeah. I told you some stories, bro.
Yeah.
I told you some stories, but no, I mean it was wearing down, as time was going on. But that was the tipping point was the Peloton. That wasn't the reason why I got hurt. But anyways, nobody want to hear none of that, bro. Let's see. Charles Washington, he goes, Drew Brees. I like how you spell Brees right there. Drew Brees was a quick-minded pocket passer for his size. Unfortunately for Mr. Wilson, our D-line is built for a scrambling ass. Oh, we'll see.
Hopefully, man.
Yeah. Go ahead and scramble if you want. Max Crosby can chase you down. He'll catch you. Yeah. So, we'll see. Let me see. I'm going to wrap this thing up. Let me see. Get to the bottom of these comments before Let's see. Boyd in the building says Shanahan runs a West Coast offense, gets the ball out quick and let receivers run yak yards. That's similar to what we're going to be trying to run. I mean, it's not necessarily a West Coast offense, but we have the ability to go long. You know, we have ability to, you know, those yak yards. The Patriots did it for years with Tom Brady. So, you know, it's a similar type of offense for Jimmy G, and he's familiar with the offense. So I think he'll fit right in.
Can I get off topic for a second?
Yeah, go for it, bro.
So, you know, since we're going 7-10, did y'all watch Colorado this weekend?
Talking about
Shedeur Sanders, man.
Off, bro. 510 yards.
I'm just saying he looked good in silver and black. Yeah.
Hey, I want to see. I want to see more. I watched a lot of Shedeur last year at Jackson State. I'll watch a lot of games. I want to see. I want to see more of. You know, it wasn't if you watch that game, it wasn't a lot of NFL throws, in my opinion. So I would need to see more throughout the year. He did have some impressive throws, but it wasn't a lot of NFL throws. He also had a lot of throws where guy would get the ball 5 yards and take it, you know, 60 yards for him. So what happened?
There was Hunter, bro.
Yeah, Travis Hunter playing both ways, man.
There was one play. There was one throw that
their running back put up more than 100 yards.
Yep, he did.
Yeah, he did. 400 yard receiver.
Yeah,
man.
Was,
and then
go for it, bro.
Mike's boy at USC, man, that Zachariah Branch.
Hey, we just keep reloading, man. Hey, tell T Severe, bro. Tell him we don't rebuild. We just reload.
Did you not see Dante Moore?
I didn't get to watch him this weekend. No,
man, wow. Dante Moore is the future. I'm telling you, Dante Moore is going to be
y'all have to play the whole game to get rid of Coastal Carolina, bro.
That's because we had. That's because we played. We started. We went with 2 quarterbacks, man. We went with the guy that's like a junior, and you know we let him start, and he threw 2 picks. Dante Moore.
Mike, not everybody can have Caleb Williams.
I'm telling you, Dante Moore is gonna be a top 5 pick when he's done. Dante Moore is gonna be a top 5 pick when he's done, guaranteed. He's only 18. He's a true freshman. I think he just turned 18 like 2 months ago. So
you might be right, man. You might be
right.
He's a dog.
Man. He's a dog. I mean, watch, he's a dog, man.
We'll see. Let's get back to Raider ball, man. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this thing up.
That is Raider ball, man. We're gonna be picking in the top, 10, 12.
Stop.
Man, thank you, Anthony. I got that same record, brother.
Anthony Provincia 11-6. I had to put it up since Cane Town's talking that nonsense.
I got that same record.
They're the dream.
Man, top beats in the building. Salute to the chat, Raider Nation.
Jimmy G gonna be the difference, man. Jimmy G brings. Since this is swaggering boisterously, Jimmy G brings that swagger, man. Jimmy G brings that swagger like we haven't had for a long time, man.
He's better not be sitting out no games with no herpes. That's all I'm saying.
You better put some cream on that. Get back out there, man.
Say what?
You better put some cream on that.
And get back out there, man.
Yeah, for real. Daniel Malero says we're going 10-7 or 11-6. Okay. A lot of 11-6s here. Alec M goes 11-6 playoffs, baby. I like it. Hug D's. I believe this team can be the shocker. One team seems to leap every year. Why not us? Oh, here we go. Yeah, I don't think that's shocker, but yeah, we'll be a shocker for sure. Let's see. Anthony Provincia says sweep KC. KC finishes also 11-6, but gets second place as a sweep. Raiders win the division.
Sweep. We've been hard pressed to get a game off of them. So if we sweep them, I mean, we should have had one last year, except Malcolm Kuntz. Malcolm Kuntz. Malcolm Kuntz run that game for us last year. We should have had. So but
every year we play, we have one game against the Chiefs where it's just that close.
Yeah.
Every year it's always one. So if we can finish games, I think we can get them this year too for at least one. Sweep, that's a tough task, man. I like a split though for sure.
Yeah.
Anthony Provincia says book it. Whoo.
Oh man,
Colin, put some money on it, bro.
I would never put money against our Raiders.
Yeah, I definitely not against.
I don't care if my prediction's 0-17. I'll never bet against it.
Yeah. Anthony Edgar Bonilla says 7-10 low, 9-8 high. I'm kind of
somebody gets it.
That's realistic. I'll say that. I got 9
I
and
mean,
8.
we should have won 9 games last year. Like last year,
we should have won 12 games last year.
Well, yeah, we should have won 12 games last year.
But I'm just saying, if you just look at games like the KC game, we had the Kuntz penalty. The Rams game, we had the Tillery penalty. Like, you just look at just those games, right? Just those games right there. That's already at 8 wins right there.
20-0 at half against Arizona.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, man. I got supreme confidence in this team, man. And our defense, and all we need is health. We get health on defense, bro. We're gonna have a top 17-ish defense, top 10-ish offense.
Hey, Cane Town, I didn't forget what you said on the last episode.
Hey, bro. If you just have me twerking on your mind all week, that's you, bro.
That's a pause.
That's what you be thinking about on your off time.
I throw a flag on the
That's got a wife and everything, but that's what you think about.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, bro. Man. That's unsportsmanlike conduct.
It's not that I'm thinking about it, but you said it, so it's there.
I did. We still ain't gonna have no top. What was it? 15 defense.
All I'm saying is 15. You said top 15.
I'm not
saying it's been on my mind, but I'm holding you to that for sure.
Look, we get held.
I didn't forget.
Health, a better pass rush from Chandler Jones, and better cornerback play from Marcus Peters and from Jacorian Bennett, bro. I'm telling you, look, man. Look, Cane Town.
Cane Town, you doing it on? We swaggering boisterously.
Listen.
The show like that.
Start watching Cardi B now, man. Start watching Cardi B now.
Think of how much of an improvement we would have to make to jump from where we were last year to this year. Come on now. I think I'm safe.
We'll be all right, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Just say that I'm holding that to you, bro. You're gonna have to hold that L for sure. You're holding that L for sure, bro. Let's see. Hug D says chilling, my brother, wrapping this Labor Day with Big Mike and the boys while sipping a beer. Ain't that nothing better than that, right? How was your guys' Labor Day, by the way? Was it good?
Good. Man.
I got the day off.
Got a day off. That's beautiful, man.
Yeah,
I worked for a little bit, man. Handled some other stuff. So
okay.
So how was yours, man?
Shit, it was chilling, bro. Chilling. Yeah, nothing crazy, but yeah, I was watching a little bit of the Clemson and Duke game before I got on, so it was close. It was close so far. So
close.
Yeah, I don't know what the score is now, but yeah, it was close. It was 7-6 halftime.
That's a long fall for Clemson.
Yeah,
for sure. Let's see. Top beats goes. I know one thing. This team is hungry, and I predict we're gonna shock a lot of teams like Colorado shook up TCU. Boom.
Man,
there you go. All right, we're gonna leave this one with Hug D says, "Let's get a prayer heads down this Sunday. We walk into Mile High. The Raiders abuse some donkeys until they die. Bring home some skulls and a dub onto the next until we pillage and won. Amen."
Right.
Absolutely, man. I think that's good, man. I like it. So, guys, any last words from you guys? Thanks for popping up, guys. I know this was kind of a last-minute deal. I'm glad you guys popped up, man. I put up the bat signal. You guys answered.
For sure, man. Nah,
you guys got some last words?
I always appreciate being on with you guys, man. Good having the brothers back. The boys are back in town like another 48 hours, but
yes,
top 15 defense came down, so I got to say, baby.
Right, there we go. Cane Town, what you got, bro?
Oh, hey, I just got a question, man. We got a post game show.
Yeah, we'll get a post game show. We'll talk. We'll do it. Let's do it the halftime for the Sunday night game.
Pre-game and post game.
I might be doing something with Wasted in the morning.
All right, bro. Well, if you love him more, fine.
Oh boy, I'm just saying I had plans before, bro. We'll do a post game for sure, bro.
All right, bro. It's cool. It's cool.
Hey, but if that falls through, yeah, I'm down, bro. We can do that for sure.
All right, man.
Dope.
Yeah. All right, guys. That's the show, man. Thank you for all your support, everybody that's in the building. We had about 83, 84 people in the building. We're down to 57. I know it's getting late for some people.
Exactly.
People probably just tired of hearing my voice, one or the other. But all 57, hey, it is what it is, bro. 56 of you guys, make sure before you guys head out, you guys like the thumb, hit the sub, and share with your folks. Big Mike Raider. You guys have a good one. Peace.
This is one of them hits now. Heard back from Earth, we just shot a few of my ships down. It's safe to say I'm totally pissed. Wow, my cloaking devices just malfunction. Guess it's time for a sit down. This is the problem I got with humans, mostly the common man. Constantly fucking with energy they don't understand. Always thinking they got the upper hand. The G-forces from my maneuvers can snap your spine like a rubber band. I shouldn't waste my time, they ain't half as nice. Put a Red Bull in your coffin so your ghost can have wings in the afterlife. Let's rock and roll like a belly dancer's rhinestone. It was my idea to shake the pineal gland like a pine cone. My thoughts create hurricanes, tornadoes, and cyclones. A punch for me is like an avalanche of granite and limestone. You live here, but now this is my home. I neuralize both your retinas. You wake up staring at the screen of your iPhone. Confused by the light plus the high tone. And now we connected from the microchip I placed next to your thigh bone. It's hard to understand cause you're mind blown, but I gotta cut communication. Your government just scrambled they spy drone.